How to build a deep learning model to predict employee retention using Keras and TensorFlow. Pradeep K. Suri. Author and researcher. Predicting employee retention using a deep learning model is a valuable application of artificial intelligence in human resources. Here's a step-by-step guide on how to build a deep learning model for this purpose using Keras and TensorFlow. 1. Data collection and preparation. Collect relevant data, including historical employee information, such as salary, job role, performance reviews, and tenure, along with retention outcomes, example whether they stayed or left. 2. Data pre-processing. Clean the data by handling missing values and outliers. Encode categorical variables, example job role, into numerical representations, one-hot encoding or label encoding. Split the data into features, input, and the target variable, employee retention. 3. Split the data. Divide the data into training, validation, and test sets. A common split might be 70% for training, 15% for validation, and 15% for testing. 4. Feature scaling. Normalize or scale numerical features to ensure that all input features are on a similar scale. Standardization, mean equals 0, STD equals 1, is a common choice. 5. Model architecture. Design a deep learning model architecture using Keras. Define the input layer with the appropriate input shape. Add multiple hidden layers with varying numbers of neurons, using activation functions, example ReLU, for nonlinearity. The output layer should have a single neuron with a sigmoid activation function, as we want to predict binary outcomes, employee retention, stay or leave. 6. Model compilation. Compile the model by specifying the loss function, example binary cross entropy for binary classification, optimizer, example atom, and evaluation metric, example accuracy or AUC. 7. Model training. Train the model on the training data using the fit method. Specify the number of epochs, iterations, batch size, and validation data. 8. Model evaluation. Evaluate the model's performance on the validation and test data using relevant evaluation metrics like accuracy, precision, recall, and F1 score. 9. Model fine-tuning. Adjust hyperparameters, such as the number of layers, neurons, learning rate, and dropout rates, as needed to optimize the model's performance. You can use the validation results for guidance. 10. Predictions and interpretation. Use the trained model to make predictions on new data to identify employees at risk of leaving. You can set a threshold for the predicted probabilities to determine the classification. 11. Deployment. Integrate the model into your HR system for real-time or batch predictions. 12. Ongoing monitoring and maintenance. Continuously retrain and update the model with new data to keep it accurate and relevant. Building a deep learning model for employee retention prediction involves multiple steps, from data collection to model deployment. It's crucial to fine-tune the model and evaluate its performance rigorously to ensure it provides actionable insights for retaining valuable employees. Thank you.